Hey, how you all doing out there? Sister L here as the Academic Gem. Yes, and today I thought I'd speak about the 4 feminine asteroids as we're coming into the full moon in Capricorn. And Capricorn is seen as a very strong sign, yet she is feminine. However, I thought I would talk about the aspects of the moon, because these 4 asteroids or 4 planetary vibrations are associated with the moon. And so I'm talking about Ceres, Pallas Athena, Juno and Vesta. So I will have a little chat about each of them. So how's it been? Yes. Time to dig up some more gems. So with the moon representing the mother within us, whether we're mothers or not, male and female sides of them, this is our receptive part. This is our emotional, vibrational information that we have within ourselves and how we use it. So they say if your moon is badly aspected, because they'll say like the moon doesn't really like to be in Scorpio. However, she goes to Scorpio. She goes to each sign every 2.5 days. So I think it's not so much that she doesn't like it, but it's probably a different vibration or a vibration that she may not be comfortable with. And I think we all have that aspect inside of us. So talking about Ceres, the asteroid. So it was discovered in 1801 on the 1st of January, which is the new year in the Western system. And she's the goddess of grain and harvest. And she is a natural, she likes natural processes, natural ways of fertility. And she aids people in these ways. And she has very mothering qualities. She has the mothering qualities of Cancer and Virgo. That's who Ceres has been associated with, according to the information that we have at present. And so they can be seen as, these 4 asteroids can be seen as like the refinement of the moon's aspects, and the way she can divide herself up into these elements at particular times. So Ceres is the grain gatherer, probably be somebody who's a great gardener and who grows food and supplies and provides that nurturing side within ourselves. So placed well, you'll be able to take on great responsibilities as a person. Maybe you'll have a large family or be somebody who adopts children or animals. So it's about that caring, sustaining side of the moon, and that's the beautiful Ceres. Okay, and so now we move on to Pallas Athena. So Pallas Athena also was discovered around about that time, and they say that this was the time of the women's movement in the West, when, because in the 18th century, 19th century, women couldn't vote and they weren't seen as like a whole human being for some reason. And so they were mainly housekeepers, even though they did have qualities such as being artists or musicians, singers, various things as well, various professions they partook in, let's say. So Pallas Athena, so there was found about around about the 19th century, and Pallas symbolizes wisdom and independence. So a very independent type spirit within us, and she has a very cool manner of judgment and thought. So having great wisdom, she gives advice obviously with the moon and to the gods, and this is how they communicate. And she uses her femininity to support goodwill and great intelligence. So she's a great intellectual type person. She thinks about things a lot and brings out solutions, and she aids people with ideas to help them formulate this. And this is Pallas Athena, and she's thought to have had ageless wisdom. So all these aspects are within us, and we need to tap into them. Okay, and now we move on to Juno. So Juno may be one of the more well-known asteroids, planetary asteroids, and Juno was the wife of Jupiter. She was also Jupiter's sister. Now, in this day and age, we would say, how can somebody marry their sister? However, in different parts and different centuries, different countries, people did marry their relatives, and some people still today marry their first cousins or very close family. And so Juno is seen as the consort for Jupiter, and so she has very excessive or expressive wifely qualities. And so being within a relationship, because Jupiter's a little bit of a playboy, and so Juno has to keep her cool and know how to still hold her levels high and not be dragged down into any fighting. However, she is associated with disappointment and distress and angst, but the part of her that resonates mostly, or that she tries to bring to interpret, is learning how to deal with these feelings of jealousy or any hard feelings that we might find within a relationship. So Juno is very associated with relationships, and if she's placed well in your chart, I'm sure that would help within this area. So she helps us to deal with hard aspects within relationships. Okay, so that's Juno, and then we move on to Vesta. Now Vesta is also the sister of Jupiter and Juno, and Vesta decided to keep herself a virgin or virgin-like, which is a quality of maybe not indulging in relationships or indulging in many relationships and not being so-called faithful. So it's not connected to a relationship. She's very independent also. So she's a sister of Jupiter and Juno, and she keeps the flame burning. She decided to remain a virgin, somebody that we would call a virgin. So even though she may have had relationships, she was disconnected from them and wasn't like a married type like her sister Juno. So she likes to keep the flame burning within us. This is like your desire, burning desire that you and you don't want the flame to go out within that dream. So she kept the flames burning within the temples and within the holy places. And she was a teacher of protection, and also how to attract away, into hospitality. So she was still very hospitable. However, she just wanted to keep her flame burning and the flame of other people burning, and that was the symbolization of her. And she's been connected to Virgo and Scorpio within this system of the planets. So let's see what else she has. Let's see. Okay. And she teaches us how to work with others and how to connect. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the 4 feminine energies there. I was very interested in them and thought I would share them with you also. Okay, I'm sure to see you pretty soon, and you all take care. Thank you.